Hello, Goddess, and welcome to the start of a new week. So excited. Oh my goodness. Have you been feeling these wild, crazy, intense ascension symptoms this past week? They have been intense, immense, excruciating, like a sub-Q headache, still able to go throughout my day, of course. And then, oh my goodness, some of the shadow aspects that have been really coming to the surface to be looked at and shifted and released. And that is exactly what we do here at Empowerment Experiences. I actually am just realizing that I normally have a new little thing to read. However, I'm using that device I read from to record this time. That's all right. Here at Empowerment Experiences, we discuss all things that are necessary along that which is our self-love empowerment journey. And those fellow twin flame sisters also on a healing twin flames journey. Well, that's what a twin flame journey is. A self-love empowerment journey. It's all connected. And even for myself, I, Rochelle Richard, welcome. Even for myself, when I first discovered that is what I was going and growing through after I'd already been a self-love empowerment coach, was this space of asking why wasn't it enough? Everything I've gone through in my life, that now I had to discover myself on a twin flame journey too. What the fuck? Well, it's because I'm more than strong enough for it, and so are you, Goddess, so are you. You've only got to allow yourself to see it. That said, let's dive right in, shall we? It has been such an incredible shift and change this afternoon, having worked with clients and had amazing experiences therein. I am so excited for what is to come in this message and in this journey. You see, magic and miracles. I'm feeling that needed to come out. Oof. Right? I caught it in the deck and it just was screaming at me. Because right now, Goddess, the way for magic and miracles to really amplify into your life is to take your power back from that inner shadow, from the ego within you that works so hard to keep you playing small, to keep you from really truly aligning with the reality that you desire to be living. I know this. It is so challenging to be a leader. It takes a lot to step into and embody that truth. So often we sit and we look at others who are living the lives that we would like to live, and we long for that, yet we don't actually feel into it. We don't allow ourselves to be in that energy. And therefore we think we want something, only to get upset at not getting it and finally have to face yourself and say, wait a minute, maybe that's not what I really wanted anyway. And so perhaps there is just something in your journey that you thought you wanted, that your ego wanted, because perhaps it's something that you were told that you needed to want. But when you feel into it, really truly feel into it, it's not. In your twin flame connection, there's that part of you that wants who your counterpart was, because that's the experience that you had. That's the version of them that you spent that time with. But in reality, you, at a deeper level, you know what they're capable of. You know the true depth of them, who they are becoming just as you are. And that's the thing, is you've got to allow for him to heal, just as you are healing yourself. Because I promise you, Goddess, those things that you want back, that you experience, that feeling, that honeymoon phase in your connection, I promise you, you can feel that again. However, the ego version that you both were at that time were not aligned with true, harmonious physical union. Because you were not in union within yourself, with your truth, with that which is unconditional divine source love. Because you were not truly loving yourself, were you? You were living a version of yourself of who you thought you were, what you thought you wanted, what you thought you deserved, and that you needed to sacrifice or be a certain way, or allow and excuse and justify certain things to be with he whom you call your twin flame. But that, dear sweet Goddess, is the opposite of what this twin flame connection is all about. You see, again, a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey. You are your twin flame. And the only way to ever align physical union with your twin is to come home to union within. That is the only way, the only path. Because you're already connected. He is in you and you are in him, and we are here to amplify the connectedness that is this entire existence. And that is why you must be willing to let go of what you thought you wanted, of what you were willing to sacrifice for, because that's not what true love is. It is not sacrificial, not like that. True love is about filling your cup so full that it overflows into those around you. What are you pouring into someone else's cup if you have an empty cup? So it's time to really take that step back. Come back into yourself and really allow yourself to look at your visions, to look at your desires and see, are they rooted in the ego or are they anchored in the soul? I personally have had to do this many times along my journey. And the moment I allow myself to see, I'm really not that far off. But rather what it tends to be is that I'm actually telling myself that I can't have those things. That if it's not that, then I'll take this. You know, it's bullshit like that. The either or lie. Dear sweet Goddess, you can be, do, and have it all. But you've got to stop telling all the bullshit stories, the belief systems that you have that contradict what you actually desire. That instead you are creating a vision that fits into an ideal of what you believe you're allowed to have. or be or do. Yes, you want harmonious physical union with your twin. Of course you do. And of course you want the things that you want. The thing is to really look at what is casting the shadow on them. What part of you are those from? Allow it to be in the light, for that is where the love is. That is how you will be able to truly find and follow your path. To discover the truth of you and know that whatever you desire, it's already yours. It's already yours. You've just got to get out of your own way and align with it coming into your experience. And that is what it is to truly be loving yourself. That is why this card, Beloved, when it comes up for me, those of you who have seen many of my messages now, this card speaks of you being your true love. Because again, true love must begin within, from where it expands outward to envelop, encompass, and embrace those around us. Imagine filling your cup so full that it does overflow into those around you. Imagine truly being a beacon of love in this world. Dear sweet goddess, that is why you are here. For those of you who resonate with the twin flame journey, that is very much the foundation of whatever mission you are here for, is to be the love that has been so sorely lacking in this world. You're here to bring forth the abundance of it. And that abundance must be embodied within yourself. Therefore, you must be that love. And in order to be that love, you must be able to give love to and receive love from yourself. It has to begin within, Goddess. It has to begin with you illuminating the shadows, shining the light on the shadows within yourself. So those parts of you are no longer casting the shadows over you, telling you you're not good enough, that you can't have that, that, oh, it's either this or that, but you don't get them both. That's too much. You're asking too much. You're not allowed. It's time for cultivating deeper love for yourself, Goddess, because all of those things, they're all lies. All of them. Oh my goodness. Well, looky there. Discernment, being discerning again about the thoughts that you're having. Being discerning about what stories you are telling about yourself, your twin flame connection, your life, and really being able to look and see what your role is in your experience. How are you showing up? And then practicing the pivot, reframing those beliefs, rewriting those stories so that you align with receiving that love, the love from yourself, the love that's all around you, the love from your counterpart. Because, dear sweet Goddess, once you set your dial to that love frequency, that becomes your bat signal for your divine counterpart. It becomes the bat signal for all of your desires. I know what it is, dear sweet Goddess, to have lived a life filled with so much of feeling like you need to give and give and give and put everybody else before yourself. Say yes to everybody else while you are at the same time saying no to you, no to you, no to you. Well, it's time to change that, Goddess. It's time to allow yourself to receive the love, the abundance, the fun, And how do you do this? By having fun. You've got to be the one to create the fun for yourself. To listen to those inspired thoughts that say, you know what sounds like fun? I'm going to sit and color in a coloring book. You know what sounds like fun? I'm going to sit and do a puzzle. I'm going to go dancing. I'm going to go roller skating. I'm going to go to the coffee shop. I'm going to go whatever it is. I'm going to jump on the furniture and be silly. I'm going to sing at the top of my lungs completely off key because I fucking can. Whatever it is, goddess. Allow yourself to have fun, because guess what? Having fun raises your vibration and it makes your light brighter. It allows you to really, truly come back home to yourself and see through the shadows that are telling you you're not good enough. You cannot be in a space of telling yourself that you suck, you're ugly, you're not good enough, life is terrible, everything is against you, while at the same time focusing on the abundance in your life, how amazing your life is, how magical your life is. They are two entirely different points of attraction, states of being, focus of attention. You get to choose what you're focusing on. You get to choose the kind of experience you're having. So it is time that you allow yourself to begin to see the world through the eyes of a child, with childlike wonder. Recognize that really, truly, when you see this shadow on the wall, this big, scary looking shadow that seems so huge and so scary and so dangerous, that when you actually turn the light into the shadow and you look to see that which is casting the shadow, is really, truly that inner child within you that wasn't allowed to be a child, that had to grow up too fast, that was abandoned, neglected, unsupported, unloved in the way that you truly needed to be loved. That's all. So it's time to love that little girl inside of you. You are your twin flame. You are your first true love. And it is time that you be that. Dance. Dance is obviously, as I mentioned, a great way to have fun. Create a playlist of your favorite uplifting songs. The music that when you put it on, you can't help but start tapping your toes, bobbing your head, singing along. Next thing you know, you're up like you're on a dance stage and you're putting on a show, sister. You're putting on a show for you. Laugh and have fun. You don't need to be with someone else to have fun. You're already with yourself. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone, and it is perfectly healthy to be alone with yourself, to really be becoming your own best friend, allowing and empowering yourself to feel good. So increase that awareness of your state of being. Increase your awareness for all the ways that you can create and cultivate fun for yourself all along your journey. Instead of saying, oh my God, that's so much work. I gotta do the laundry. I gotta do the dishes. I gotta clean the house. I gotta go to work. Start to allow yourself to look for all the ways that you can find it fun. Because you can. Take time to meditate on that idea of how you can make something that hasn't felt like a lot of fun to start to feel even like a little bit more fun. Because I promise you that will allow for this healing twin flame self-love empowerment journey to feel a whole hell of a lot better. You won't feel so overwhelmed, so frustrated, so flustered. It won't feel so excruciatingly painful all the time, so often. And when it comes time where you do need to allow yourself to sit in that healing space, that you can be able to hear that higher self voice during that time to say, this is temporary. I'm so proud of you. You're doing such an amazing job. You're healing in such a beautiful way. You are so loved. You are so supported. You're so abundant. We are so proud of you. We love you so much. Allow yourself to hear your higher self, the archangels, your spirit guides, any and all who are there to support you in this realm and others, because you are so supported, Goddess. And I promise you, the more you let go of that which is weighing you down, and therefore the higher your vibration rises, the more you can tune into those beings that support. So, the Work Your Light Worker deck. Let's see what we have. What do we need to know? How can we be working our light as we are going through this incredible healing twin flame, self-love empowerment journey? Integrating our shadow, healing our wounds, raising our vibration, increasing our awareness. You don't have to do it alone. That's what I was just saying. You're not alone. It's okay to be alone by yourself, but you're never by yourself. And here's the thing, Goddess. It's so important to recognize for yourself that if those people that you are around, you're not able to truly be yourself, you're not able to feel as though you can really truly shine your unique light, then they're not your soul family. And it's time for you to be your own best friend and allow yourself to receive those who are. Those who are guaranteed to accept you fully and completely, no matter where you are, where you've been, what your journey looks like. As long as you are healing and you are focusing on that which is your soul journey, I assure you, there are plenty of your soul family who are here, waiting to be there and to embrace you. But you have to allow it. In fact, those who may be seeking, who are not yet a part of it, I have a free goddess tribe on Telegram. Goddesses supporting goddesses. You are welcome to come join. It is the Rise and Thrive tribe on Telegram. I will put the link down below in the description for you. We'd love to have you. It's an amazing group of goddesses so far, and we continue to grow bit by bit. So you are not alone, even though it is perfectly okay to be alone and in your energy. That way, again, you cleanse your space, your energetic state, and you allow for those truly aligned with your highest self to come in and be there for you and understand you to a depth and degree that you haven't felt understood before, because they themselves are also on this journey right along with you. Boundaries. Energetic boundaries are really what are coming up right now, Goddess. Again, being able to recognize that your new life will cost you your old life. And the longer you work so hard to fit into that old life, the longer it's going to hurt. And the longer that you are actually disrespecting yourself, your own energy, you're not truly loving yourself. It's okay to be alone for a moment in order to have that space created for those who truly align and resonate with you. So definitely look at all the places and spaces where you can love yourself better by creating better boundaries with yourself, particularly energetically. Who is actually not uplifting you in your life? Even if it's your twin flame. Where they are in their healing journey, if they are in that toxic space, then perhaps, yes, dear sweet sister goddess, perhaps it is time that you take that step back and you say, no, this is not it. This is not it, because that it is actually shadow aspects being mirrored to you that you've got to heal. And as long as you stay in that connection, you will continue to perpetuate that. And I just looked at my time clock there and it was 2555. So 555 is definitely a number. It's a manifestation number. Being intentional about that which you are creating. Thus, dance and allowing yourself to play. Being aware of your state of being, of what you need right now in this moment, what you're creating. How are you truly loving yourself right now in this moment? Are you holding space for yourself as you process and purge out some heavy shit that you've been carrying for far too long? Holding space is one of the greatest acts of love there is. In particular, self-love. To not beat yourself up for being where you are. To not beat yourself up for having a bad day. Because a bad day is just a day of healing. You're healing a wound. You're cleaning out the infection on that day. And that shit fucking hurts. It hurts. So you're going to need that downtime. You're going to need that restorative time. Thus and therefore you rest. That is why the word rest is in restoration, restorative. So, allow yourself, your child self, to come out of the shadow. Begin to truly love that inner child of you. Be the mother that you always wanted and needed and never got, because so few of us did. It's true. But you now get to reparent yourself. Rather than living in the past, you get to, right now in this present moment, be the change that you need in your life. To be the mother that you wanted. And I know it's challenging. I know that's a challenging place to be mothering yourself, to really be aware of where you are in your journey and checking in with yourself in this present moment, being discerning about your thoughts, about the activities you are participating in, that you're allowing yourself to participate in. It's time that you look for and find your power in every moment, goddess. And really where we are, this is where we are. This is Super Sign Sunday. There's been a lot of notice, a lot of awareness being brought to the inner child healing lately. With what is happening on this planet with the children. Well, in order to be the change that this world needs, you need to be the change that you need first. You must be the embodiment. In order to really bring that change into the world, you must create that change within yourself first. Because you cannot change the world by changing that which is outside of you and not changing the inside. It has to begin within. It has to begin with you facing yourself and really seeing the truth of all that you are, of that which you desire, of the world that you're here to create, this new earth rising, your real contribution to it. And you must do it from a place of leading by example. You have to walk the walk. I get it, goddess. I know what it is to fall into the space of that separation of not really fully embodying and walking the walk, but sure shit talking the talk. It doesn't work very long that way, I assure you. It will backfire on you. Which is why, again, it is about you coming back home to union within. It is about you coming back home to yourself, being that love, giving love to and receiving love from yourself first. First. Because without you, there is no your life. You are the most important person in your life. You have to be. You have to be the one to put yourself first so that you then can truly be there for everybody else that you want to be there for in your life, including your divine counterpart, including your children, including anybody and everybody that you love, including walking in your mission here of why you're here. That begins with you, Goddess. So, come back home to yourself. I am here to support you in your journey. I have many ways of doing that. I do have one-on-one sessions. I actually have one-on-one coaching several months at a time for those truly committed to this journey. And of course, there are group activities I have going. I have more things coming down the pipeline. I have video courses for you. There is no excuse, no reason to not be reclaiming your power unless you're listening to the shadow. It's time you take your power back, Goddess. And I'm here to remind you that the power to take your power back is in your hands. Because it has always, always been inside you. Namaste.